Hey guys, Bob Piper here. Just checking in. Quick little GAW update. I have not received anything yet. No VRs. Which is a little bit of a bummer. I was really hoping everybody would get a little bit more involved with it. I thought it was such a great idea. And quite frankly, I thought people would let them mess around with their family like I do. I thought that would have been a great something awesome to do. So if you guys are still planning on it or you're contemplating it, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. A simple cup above the door filled with water or something like that, because the joke itself is not the hilarious part, it's the reactions. So it could be something really simple, it could be something elaborate. You just get it in by the 31st of this month. That being said, I also wanted to showcase some of the pipes I've done. So a lot of you know I've made this pipe a while back, and this was when I was first starting off. I smoked it yesterday, but this stem is absolutely atrocious. This thing just spins like crazy. It's literally just in there with like a little piece of stainless steel tubing. And while I enjoy smoking it, and it does not gurgle at all or any sorts like that, it's definitely not something I would want to sell to anybody. But going through, I kind of moved away from the cobs a little bit more, and I'm enjoying the briar to the point where I'm starting to make more stuff. So I made this guy, just a little poker with the plateau there and some bamboo. This thing also pops off. I mean, if I ever wanted to, I could change this out just for a stainless steel or something like that. But it's concaved on there with a vulcanite stem. I like it. I like the way it looks. What's really cool is today I was talking to my shop manager, and I had bought a thing of Canuba wax, it almost looks like a toilet ring. And I was talking to him about it, and I was just like, I really don't know how I'm going to do this, stuff like that. And he's like, hold on, give me a second. He walks in the other room, comes back with this buffing wheel that goes on the you can put into the drill press. So he went ahead and put it in the drill press, and we tried it on a scrap piece of briar, and it ended up looking pretty good. So I went ahead, and I don't know if you can see the difference between this guy and this guy, but this one does not have a buffing with Canuba wax. This one does. I don't know if you can see the bird's eye pop a little bit more. I think there is a night and day difference between this and this, and from what initially I had going on compared to buffing it. This one I made yesterday, I was just trying to use up this. Believe it or not, this piece was actually linked in like this. So I had cut out a big giant portion to make this bowl, and I just had this big giant like hook looking thing, and I was like, what the hell am I gonna make with that? So I ended up making this guy, and I shaped it to kind of look like a tooth or a fang or something like that. It had a little bit of the plateau on the top, and I had a piece of acrylic. So it's actually a little bit of an ant. I smoked this one this morning, and it smoked very well. I'm actually getting really impressed with my abilities to semi-hand drill everything, because everything I do is without a wood lathe. I have access to drill press, a milling machine, a bandsaw, stuff like that. So I don't have all of the correct equipment to properly go ahead and make really good pipes. But I was really impressed with this one, and this has to be my favorite pipe. I made this. I have buffed this today with the Canuba wax, and this is a nice little freehand. It had a little bit of the plateau on the top, but it kind of, I don't know, when I bought it, it said plateau, but it was pretty much all sanded, but I didn't smooth out the top at all. So this top still has a little bit of grooves in it. You can see right there, and I personally like it. And it has like the plateau on the back end too from how I did it. So I had an extra fancy acrylic stem, and I went ahead and made this guy, and I was smoking this all weekend. We went to the Renaissance Fair with my family, and it was a blast. And just walking around, be able to smoke my pipe. I initially had an issue with gurgling because with these acrylic stems from Vermont Freehand, they pretty much just, I don't know if you can see it, but they pretty much just drill a hole straight through one size. So I actually took a drill and I opened up the back end of it wider because it was gurgling right there. Water was collecting right there, and I was really happy that it was not the actual pipe itself. Been making my way through the Rat Race catalog, and while Marlin Flake is still probably my favorite, I've never really been a big Latakia guy. I have been smoking a lot of the Highland Targ, I don't know how to say it, Targ, whatever, but it's a bright Virginia, black Cavendish, Oriental, and spicy Latakia, and this is fantastic. Just past our local butcher shop, and they just have a whole bunch of steer outside, just lounging out in the field. But yeah, I was talking to my buddies on Voxer, and they were just like, dude, I don't know why the hell you don't have just a collection of your own pipes. Like, I don't even know why you buy pipes. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So at this stage in the game, I have a freehand, a poker, fancy ants, and a Canadian, I think is what this one is. I'm not real positive. I am terrible with the actual shapes. So I'm starting up my little briar collection, and hopefully one day I can get to something like this, making it nice and a nice looking pipe with bands and stuff like that. I don't even know how they do that. I'm not even worried about it right now. So good. I don't know what it is. That Latakia just gives you a little something. Anyway, just wanted to show off. My buddy on Voxer actually really liked this one and was like, "Hey, are you keeping that one or what?" Because the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it. And I was like, "Nah, I'm keeping this one." I was like, "But I got 2 more blocks of briar in, so I can work you something up." So hopefully I can get into a little bit of the market on the side, just making people pipes and selling them. I don't want to do anything crazy. I don't want to make up a whole big giant inventory type situation and then put them all on. It's just going to be kind of come and go. So if you guys are interested and you want something made up, by all means. I think I have the whole waxing situation taking place. So if you have pipes that are a little discolored and losing their shine, message me up. I'd be more than willing to buff them up for you. Anyway, get your VRs in. I want to see some videos. I want to see them screwing around with people. Be as much as just scaring somebody walking around the corner. I don't care. I think the prizes I'm giving are pretty decent for a little bit of effort. I mean, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But I thought that would be really cool and really fun. So anyway, I'm headed to the bank. I'll catch you guys later.